My relationship with Steve has grown over the years, but the relationship that my staff has had with Judy Sweetnam and Sue O'Brien is a marvelous relationship. They make themselves available. They provide appropriate assistance in both the development of programs and in our ability to maintain our accreditation. So Sue O'Brien and Judy Sweetnam are two superb CME professionals, and I consider Steve rather lucky to have them on staff.
The fact that you stay so current and so abreast of all the changes that we as CME directors with limited staffing do not have the time and the opportunity with continuing education to get out there and keep up. Passin Associates always e-blast everything to us almost immediately as it happens.
I'm a very organized person to begin with, and now that I know what to look for, to have regular meetings with you, and when you send us all those updates to let us know what's happening in the ACCME world, I'm able to pinpoint potential areas of conflict and basically resolve it or disqualify the speaker and move on.
The hospital center has what they call the culture of quality and safety, which they've had in place for several years. And the role of CME in this process in the past was not really clear, was not clarified. And in really going through what the ACCME was looking for in the self-study as it relates to the quality and safety issues and patient outcome issues as well. We began to learn ourselves the importance of linking these two together and creating what we call the quality education bridge, so that we assess quality, determine the gaps, design with our activity directors educational interventions, and then go back and remeasure months later or a year later as to whether we're really having any impact on these quality measures. And it's been, some of our departments do a terrific job of that, where they actually participate in national or international quality assessment programs relating to their particular practice.
If we didn't work with Passin Associates, I don't think our accreditation would have been possible, quite frankly. We're an insurance company, which is our major part of our business, and continuing medical education is a service that we provide our policyholders. I don't think we'd be at a level we're at now, and I don't think we'd be able to maintain the accreditation that we have if it were not for the assistance of Steve Passin Associates.
I didn't know anything until you guys came along, and I learned the terminology from step one to the end of everything. I had no clue, and it kind of makes sense to me now, so that's a good thing.
The one thing that really assists us lately in our development are the staff's knowledge of the criteria that need to be met when we provide continuing medical education. The understanding of that criteria and how it's applied in our business is a little bit different than how it's applied ordinarily by other medical education companies or by universities providing this type of education. We look at gaps differently, and in our ability to apply those gaps to the criteria is extremely important, and Steve's played a part in our ability to really adjust that and make that blend with the criteria appropriately.
Today, there is probably not a chair or a CME committee board member that doesn't have the highest respect for him and his team.